What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope it is going absolutely well. If you're new here, please smash that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you know whenever I post. I'm not going to say that in every single video that I do, but I would like you guys to set your suggestions in the comments down below, because I want to hear everybody say if it's a good idea for me to go back to the traditional way, like what we had in the last video. Do you go to the traditional way, or should we stay as the professional gaming microphone? And should we stay as the professional? Should we stay at the professional microphone, or should we go back to the podcast microphone where it all started from day dot, when it's not much of a microphone, but it's what I could get my hands on. And what I could get my hands on was only the really good thing to actually start this instead of just doing constant vlogs. So then that's when I ended up grabbing that microphone that you would have seen in last night's live stream, and it made a big difference, leveling up each and every single time, and in leveling out for this final microphone that I have here now. So we're going to test it out for a whole entire video, going back to the traditional way, going back to the old days, on where it all started from that first video that I ever done, and my first ever podcast that I ever got to do with it as well. That was a couple of months ago. Make sure you check that out. And let's get into it, and I'll see you guys in the video. Like I did say, we are bringing back the tradition of the microphone that started it all from day dot, from doing videos on my Chromebook. So this is where it all starts. This is a very uncomfortable type of way to sit, but it's the only way that I can do it, and hopefully you guys do really enjoy this, because the main channel is all about exploring the chances that you have, exploring the different ways, and exploring just what you have in general. So this is what the main channel is all about. What do we have in general, and why? And bringing back the old traditions, and bringing back the old things that we used to do. So one of the old things that we used to do is this, right? So my first ever podcast was on the Perfect Pod. Will be down in the description down below. That's where this had all started from day dot, from me doing my first ever podcast to leveling up to a $45 microphone that I have been using ever since. A couple months ago, I believe. So that would be a couple months ago that I had started using the big boy microphone. But I know that this isn't much of a microphone, right? I know this isn't much of a microphone, but when you think about it, back then, this was the only source of technology for a microphone I could get. I couldn't get anywhere else. I couldn't get a microphone as good as the one that I have now. I couldn't get a professional one. This is the only one that I had to use. This is the only one that I could use. This was the only one that I could get my hands on. So imagine you starting your first ever YouTube channel. You don't have a microphone, no nothing. And something like this was your only opportunity to... This was your only source of microphone that you could get your hands on. Imagine that. Imagine yourself putting me. Imagine you guys sitting behind that screen. Imagine you guys starting your first ever YouTube channel, and this was the only source of microphone that you could get. Because you couldn't get one of these ones here. You couldn't get one of these. But this was the only cheapest thing that you could really get your hands on. That's where this ring light came from. That's where this microphone came from. That's where my old webcam came from. 3 things in it: a ring light, a webcam, and this microphone. But now I've leveled up on a microphone, a webcam. I'm soon getting there with a ring light too, so I can have more lighting just over here. So imagine that. You're starting your first ever YouTube channel. Why? I'm having a bad hair day. Shit. I guess I'll just leave my hair like this. But imagine you're starting your first ever YouTube channel. You don't know what you're going to get yourself into. You don't know what you're going to get yourself into. And you don't know what there is to be. Apart from get an Anchor product. another Anchor product, and another Anchor product. You can see the major difference to me having a better microphone, a better camera, a bit of everything that you really see in these last bit of videos that you do see now. So imagine that, but you are starting your first ever YouTube channel and you don't have much money, but all you can really do is explore your chances, explore for what you can get. And by the time you explore for what you can get, you'll end up in the same exact situation as I was in. So the same exact situation that I was in was that this microphone was the only thing that I really could get my hands on. Or the only microphone that I could really buy. Because it was a bundle deal. And this webcam I bought with my own money. The ring light I really wanted. The pack that I got I really wanted. So imagine you are starting your first ever YouTube channel. You couldn't get a microphone like this, or you could not get a better microphone than this. And really that this was your first opportunity to become a YouTuber, to start doing videos on your Chromebook, which puts you in a secluded area so you know your surroundings, but you don't have to show your family on video anymore. So what you were looking at here is a microphone. And I know some of you guys are going to say that that's not a microphone. But really, what is a microphone is the product that's here. The product that I'm holding in my hand here is the product that I really could get my hands on. It's the product that I only could have is this here. The only product was this small thing. Right? So imagine you are starting your first ever YouTube channel and your only source of thing was a small microphone like this and a small cord being this long. So even a cord being that long, or as long as it is, like this cord is pretty long. But I know some of you, like Isaac, actually said that I have actually got a professional gaming microphone, and or just a professional mic, and he said that it's good because I've upgraded in the world from a tiny little thing that started it all, that started the career to making videos on my YouTube channel for my Chromebook. Like, look at this. This is as small. Like, look at the size difference. Look at the size comparison. I take off this filter. I didn't know the size difference because this is smaller than this. I didn't know what size comparison there was. But until last night, I found out the size comparison. Look at the difference. Like, this is this one here. This is the one that I have. This is what started it all. And the size comparison is crazy. So I never knew last night that the size comparison was so crazy and so epic that this can't even fit on there. As much as it can fit is there. I'm not going to try and stick it on. But like I did say, whoopsie. So imagine you are starting a YouTube channel and you don't know what the right equipment is. You don't know what the right equipment is. You don't actually know what is going on and what is going to be preserved inside your life, or even in a YouTube career. This small thing started the whole entire thing. My other microphone that I did stick in storage, last night. So I am back to using this for some time. If it works out, I will do podcast with it. And this was the first ever thing. Like, we are going back. We are going so far back that I don't even know how long I had that microphone for. I don't even know when I bought the first product. I don't even know when I started doing these types of videos on Chromebook. I don't know when I done all of that. But all of that I know is that career was crazy. Back in the past, when I was just starting, even though I am still little, a little YouTuber, still growing, or still trying to grow, like, just imagine this small thing started it all, and then I upgraded to this big boy, which I'm staying with this big boy because I like this big boy unless I upgrade even more. And I want to upgrade further and more beyond. But I'm staying with this webcam, like, it's sick. But what started it all was crazy. I'm going to have a look now, actually, and I'll tell you guys. To make it even crazier, when I started doing these types of videos, to make it more crazier, I had that small ass microphone that I still have now that I used to film on. But I just realized that microphone wasn't what started it all. I started doing it. I started it all when I had that little gaming microphone, so it's a little bit smaller than that. And me looking back to those videos, which was 8 months ago that I started kind of using it, and when I did have it, yeah, so this was 8 months ago, and when I reacted to Mean Girls Get Owned, this was my first video ever YouTube video that I done as a reacts, because I had that small ass little microphone, and I done a lot of videos of that small ass microphone, and I didn't really enjoy it. But that's another thing that I could get my hands on. Yeah, so it all started when I had that small microphone and I was in the old room. That's what started it all, which was particularly 1 year ago. And then I started progressing. And then eventually I progressed so far that I upgraded to this microphone after that small microphone. So what started it all was that little gaming microphone that I don't have no more. And then I progressed. So what started it all was a little microphone, little vlog microphone. If you go about 9-10 months ago, a year ago, you'll find it in some of my thumbnails. And then I progressed even further, and then I came with this microphone here. So I've got 243 videos, and that's a lot, because in my opinion, I progressed so far that I used to be geeky back then, right? I used to be geeky back then. But what I discovered today, that what first started it all, officially overall, was that little microphone that I had, that I reacted to a couple of videos to, that I made vlogs out of, that I tried making vlogs out of, but I did. And stuff like that. So hopefully you guys do really enjoy this. Go back into my channel, you'll find some of those geeky little videos. That microphone is coming out tomorrow and today in tonight's live stream. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so you know after I post. And I'll see you guys in the live stream tonight. Peace!